Welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to be giving this thing an oil change. Yeah, oil and oil filter change, and I've got an exhaust gasket. It's not the right one that I wanted, but they didn't have that, so I'm like, it looks close enough, I'll just try it. But that's all I'm doing today. And then, well, no, it's not all I'm doing today. Later on I'll be working on the other car that I'm trying to sell. Get that thing for a while. Because I got a parts car out there, just an old Fairmont. But yeah, just working on this thing. I picked up on Friday. Yeah, on Friday I picked up this nice rear out there. Yeah, it's a bit better. Ooh, still shit. Hold on. Picked up the boot mat. I'm not sure how rare they are in Australia, but in New Zealand they're pretty hard to get. I only paid 120 bucks for it, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I just thought I'd get it because I'm always throwing shit in the back of my car, and I don't like getting the carpet dirty, as most of you would probably be as well. But yeah, I've got one in this one and one in BAF, which, yeah, I like them. But yeah, hold on, I'll show you. You probably didn't know. Yeah, in the back corner here, I've got yeah, this Fairmont, which it's got all the front arms and shit on. Then I'm just gonna steal all the parts I need for the other one. All, yeah, hopefully all the upper ball joints all good. It's just sitting on blocks at the moment. I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, that, because I had to steal the springs out of it for another car. But she's just full of shit at the moment. But yeah, hopefully just gonna move all this shit around and pull it out. And yeah, it's just my parts car. It's good having one. And you might be wondering what happened to it, like why the fuck has it got a big dent in the corner here. Like, oh, that's why it was written off there. Nah, this thing was oh, it wasn't off reg, but it could have been off reg. But the ignition was fucked, and I just couldn't be fucked dealing with it because at the time they just weren't worth anything. So I just, yeah, I did put BAF's old ignition and computers in to get it running and moving, but I just decided, nah, fuck it, scrap it. Easier to use parts for the cars that I got to fix up. And yeah, that big dent there is just me just smashing the shit out of it with a sledgehammer, just for fun. I'm just bored. I bet you first thought, oh shit, that thing smacked a tree, typical Falcon, but no. This thing was repossessed. I'm not sure, it was like some lady that owned it. I don't know what the fuck she did to get it repossessed off her, but I bought it off Turner's auctions ages ago now. It probably easily, I don't know, 6 months ago now, maybe 5-6 months ago. But yeah, just rob all the parts, all the front parts off that I need for the other car. But yeah, I'm just gonna get this thing up on the lift and yeah, do the oil change, filter change, just give it a good service, because I'm going this weekend on Sunday, going to Arthur's Pass. Got the old stick holding the hood up because I forgot these struts are fucked, but she's pretty clean. It's a good clean one, keep it in good condition. Like, other than the exhaust, that's all you really need to do to a Falcon. Really, I mean, you know, people call it basic as fuck, just doing exhaust, but these things are great cars as is. But yeah, I don't know, that's all I have to say for now. I'll get this car up on the hoist, and I don't know if I'll film it, because you guys should know how to do an oil change. Like, I'll film it just because, I don't know, there might be some of you younger viewers, I'm not sure, that don't even know how to do an oil change. So just I'll just show you the steps. It's pretty easy. Just yeah. For BFs, it is a Z516, but for BAs it's a Z9. And then I always go with the 10W40 just because I beat the shit out of my cars a lot more than usual people do. But yeah, all you need for an oil change, just that and that. And well, I guess you'll need some of these if the oil filter is a bit of a cunt to get off, because I had to use one on BAF when I was I'll tell you about it later, but So the oil leak that I said was coming from the pressure sensor, well, it wasn't coming from the pressure sensor, but I took it all out, resealed it, and then the oil leak was even worse. I'll yeah, hopefully film it later, but I'll explain everything I did over the weekend to that thing. It's all fixed up now, and there's just a few more things, but it's still gonna probably be a while before I get it tuned, because I gotta sell the other car. But anyway, I'll get this thing up on the hoist, and I don't know, just show you guys how to do an oil change, I guess. He's up, draining the oil now, so you just want to take that out. It's just a 15mm socket, and then there's a filter up there. I always do mine on up by hand, but once they've been on and running, they seem to get a bit tighter. Don't mind the oil spill. It was fucking shooting out here, and then I went over to the bench for a second. Next minute, fucking on the ground. Luckily, I've got all the sand to clean it up, absorbed all the shit. But yeah, just let that drain for a few minutes, and then take that filter off, and hold it upside down in there and let it drain out. And then, well, I don't know what you do at home, but I pour all the oil into this drum here, and then there's another drum out back that I put all the filters into at home. I don't know what you do, just flush it down the kitchen sink, eh? Nah. Sorry, I wouldn't have a clue what to do there. Just look up what you can and can't do on, I don't know, old Google. But yeah, just let that drain and then take the filter off. And it's good because these come with a sticker as well. So just peel that off, just write, you know, all your Ks, what you used. These years. I put this exhaust gasket in, so it does fit. The other one I was getting fits as well, so I guess both of them are similar. But yeah, I put it in, and it looks good. I had to double bolt and nut because the thread's fucked in there. But it's, I don't know, you can't really, you can probably tell, but I think the flange is bent. Well, not on this side, but on this side you can stick something real thin straight through, so it's fucking not much I can do about that. But yeah, whatever, I'll just let this drain, take the oil filter off, and chuck the new one back on and fill it up with oil. Really all good, so I'll see you in a minute then. Alright, oil filter, the bung's back in, all tight. Yeah, you just want to do that hand tight, so just, I don't know, just as tight as you can, just fucking, you know, make sure it's nice and firm. But yeah, also should tell you where to jack it up from. We got jack points there, on the back. I like to go there because on BAF, I don't know if you'd seen, but I'd fucked up this whole thing. It's all bent up. But yeah, I always like going off those. But when you just got, I don't know, if you want to do it just using the scissor jack, just there and there. And yeah, always have a jack stand. Don't be stupid. And then yeah, so when you're putting the filter on, just get a little bit of oil and just go around the seal. I don't know, I think it helps seal it up. That's what I've always been told. But yeah, I've just got to chuck it down there, and yeah, you just grab the funnel, grab your oil, easy as that, just pour it back in. Yeah, I think they take a little over 6 litres, so I got that one, and then this one from when I was doing BAF. So I don't know, you just keep pouring it in until, well, yeah, I don't know, I pour pretty much 5 litres of that in, see where it's at on the dipstick, and I think sometimes when you put 5 litres in, then I'll try start it up, because it'll be like full on the dipstick, but you just need to let it circulate, get through the filter, and then just let it run for like a minute, and then check it again, and then, I don't know, just pour in the rest until you, I think, at your spot pretty much, at full mark. Then you should be good. But yeah, I'm just going to drop that down now and do that. I don't think I need to film it because it's pretty straightforward. You should know where to put the oil in, hopefully. Yeah, well, there's a fucking cat that says oil. If you're lost from there, I don't know, not even God can help you, mate. But yeah, I'll just do that, and then I don't know what else. I might, we'll go for a drive in BAF. I'll take that fucking stupid, it's not stupid, put that bar mat out of the way so you can fucking see properly. And we'll go for a couple more doses, and I'll also show you what else I've done in the weekend to fix it. But in the next clip, I'll me and Baf going for a drive, showing you what I've done. But yeah, all good. Hope you enjoyed me showing you how to do the oil change. But yeah, all good. So I'll see you in Baf then. Welcome back. We're on the side of the road. Not right now, just on film here. But yeah, so I've redone the intake because it was at just points down so the duct gets in more. I don't really care how it looks. I think it looks alright. And then I've finally done the water hoses. So yeah, the feeds on the top, that one's on the bottom. Well, I think I just seen it dripping. I'm not sure. But yeah, just done that, and then if you can see, it's a bit hard, but I redone. You can kind of see it's a different T-fitting because the other one actually, I think I said I fixed it. Turned out to be just I just redone. I resealed it, but it was leaking even worse. I'm like, what the fuck? So I took it all apart. Turns out the T-fitting was cracked, which it was a second-hand one, but then I got that one fixed it, so that's mean. And then I redone the exhaust. I can't really get under it now, but I've tucked it up higher, and I deleted the resonator out of it. So it sounds fucking fat as now. But yeah, we'll just go for a little bit of a drive, and then that'll be the end of the video. But yeah, we'll go for a drive now anyway. Alright, let's go for a drive, eh? Got rid of that fucking bar mat, so hopefully that's not in the way. Nothing else is reflecting. Oh, it should be a lot better. That's just saying, pretty cool. It's just at the first bar for temp. Surprisingly, I thought with the turbo and all that, would have been more up near the middle. It's a bit hard to hear. Fucking phone keeps falling over. Oh yeah, we'll just go for a little drive. Make up for that shitty footage on the last video. Yeah, sorry for that. I didn't realise it's so bad until watching it back. I mean, you might have liked it, but I thought it was pretty shit having the bar mat reflecting the whole time. Couldn't really see the roads properly. I fixed it, but then it broke again. I don't fucking know. Fuck yeah. It's going pretty good for no tune. Yeah. It's probably seen about, I wouldn't know honestly, maybe like 3-4 PSI so far, and it's felt pretty good. Yeah, we're on the same fucking road as we were last time. I thought, yeah, which way did we go last time? I think, yeah, we went that way, so go the opposite way around the other bit. looks so much better without that fucking bar mat in the way. Still a little bouncy on the camera, but hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, you got an old Surf on the right. Personally, I think the second gen Surfs are the best ones. First gens, they're pretty cool. Third gens, I think they're just a little bit ugly. I don't know, I haven't really seen the other ones, but it's a little bit blurry now. You see the fucking vent. Seen back there on the left, there was an old what are they, C33 L'Oreals, I think they call them. Oh yeah, that's what they call them. And yeah, I don't know, so I've got the boost gauge. I do know what I said in the last video, like I don't really know much about them. But I figured out how they work, but I just think I cheaped out. I got one that's just a little too small. Can't move all the air. So it does the thing as well as the I don't know if you can hear it. I think in the video before, I think all you could hear was the turbo spinning backwards, which makes it noise, you know? You couldn't really hear the blower valve when I said you could hear it. Maybe you could hear it then, I'm not sure. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too much of a pain in the ass either. Good old skid spots out here. I feel like it's getting like 4 PSI maybe, and it's taking it pretty well. It hasn't like I seen the rod out the bottom here or anything else, so just run it without no tune forever. It's probably gonna have no tune for a while, trust me guys, though, because yeah, I'm gonna sell that other Falcon, which I should be working on later today or tomorrow, something like that. Sell it, and I got this weekend I'm going to Arthur's Pass. I'm not sure if I'll film it or not. We'll go this way instead. And then yeah, if I can sell the Falcon first so I got money again, because I'm broke. I'm not broke, but I'm broke. You know what I mean? And yeah, well then I got my trip down to Dunedin and Queenstown next month from the 6th to the 11th. Yeah, so I'm not sure when it'll be getting tuned, because plus I've still got to buy and I've got to get the exhaust done properly. Because I don't want to tune it and then change it and then it fucks everything up. So get the exhaust done properly. I want to get an AFR gauge and put the boost gauge up here for that little gauge holder up there. I still need to hook the horn up because that's me pressing the horn now, not doing shit. I almost like, I put the front bumper back on and I'm like, okay, we'll put the under tray back on and do all this other shit, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I've got to put the fucking horn back on. I was thinking of getting a train horn or like the, I think they call it Dixie horn, the Dixie Henderson horn. I love that, but I just don't have money for now, so. But yeah, all you gotta do is just extend one wire and then just drill a hole and like kind of ground it to wherever it is. And then yeah, just extend one wire, plug it in, mint. So it's not hard, I just have
just buy a turbo one. I don't know, it's funner doing it this way. Plus, it might come to your surprise, it was actually fucking way cheaper as well. I think the cheapest Naruma Blue Falcon I've seen, that's a turbo, was like 16 grand. And it cost, so I paid $1,000 for this car, which back then was maybe a little too much for how it was. But nah, don't regret it. And then I think it was like $1,900 for a D-Reg BF. And then I spent like a grand, like over a grand, I'd say about 2 grand on just replacing like diff bushes, center bearings, universal joints, just shit that I didn't want to have to deal with after doing all that work. Just replace it while you're in there. So about 5 grand into having a BF Naruma Blue, which they didn't jacket in the middle bit, just a small, like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably do 3 inch, probably be good enough. Just a 3 inch. Yeah, 3 inch, I reckon that'll be good enough. And then just a smallish 3 inch muffler, shotgun tips, they'll look fat as fuck. Because yeah, big bore, I mean this one doesn't look half bad, but honestly, I think big bores on Falcons is just wrong. It's like more of a JDM thing than a big bore. Plus it makes the little 2 litres or 4 cylinders sound a bit better. With these, it just makes them sound real drony, I find. That's why you just want shotgun tips. Yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, each to your own though. If you like it, whatever. But I'm not too much of a fan of big bores on Falcons. But yeah, that's enough of the ranting. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I know I say this every video, and I will continue saying it until I don't know, hit, I don't know, whatever. Let's try hitting 1,000 subs. At least by halfway through this year, maybe. I was going to say a year, but I'm like, oh, that sounds sad. We'll try it halfway through this year to get 1,000 subs. I'd like to have more than that, realistically, by then, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and I don't know, I'll probably see you. I don't know, I'll probably post the video next week, but I'll be working on the other grey Falcon, and I'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the dose, and thanks for watching.